Good day, everybody. We are day 2. See the old paper wasp this morning. Check him out. Cool, cool looking guy there, but you don't want to mess with him. He won't mess with me if I don't mess with him. He is protecting my plants. He'll eat worms and he'll eat caterpillars. He eats a majority of different things. I'm sure he don't mind thrips. Excuse me. I see he's probably gonna hopefully build a nest in this bush over here. I don't really know and can pronounce the name of that bush. I just call it the bush. It's a lot of it around here. But let's see here. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the cups. We topped off the bed yesterday. We cut the cups off. So no more cups. We topped off the bed with our IMO 5. So you can see that most of our IMO 5 is gone. And all our cups are gone. So we topped that off. I did post a short on this where it's just super simple. I just cut the this leaf looks a little rough, doesn't it? I don't see nothing else. Chop and drop. A little pluck and chuck. So from here on out, we're just going to be chopping and dropping everything off these plants as we grow. They're already, all the stuff that we had been plucking off. You remember all the other stuff? You can go back in the video and look at the top of our soil there. We had a lot of, wood. We had a lot of, aeration, so to speak. And we just piled this, which this IMO is the same stuff. It's got aeration in it. The worms love it. And what I mean by aeration is sticks. I use sticks. This stuff does break down over time, and that's what we want. But it takes quite a while. You can see how it just breaks down. And this is going to be the food for our plants. As that nitrogen, as the the cycle continues, we've plucked all these extra leaves off, stuff like this here. I left this one here to show. I just down and up. It's that easy. Now we're going to redirect all the energy that was going to this leaf, and we're going to direct it up to the top. See here, this is that alpha skunk. Excuse me, not alpha skunk. Shit. My brain is not working right this morning. This is the Verde skunk. And all I'm doing is super cropping a little bit. And you can see this branch here. You can see these two leaves. What I do, and you don't have to do this, but what I do is the inside leaf here. That's what I take. I take that inside leaf because the inside leaf is not really getting any light, and it will down and up. Still got a finger there, still got a leaf, but what I've done is open up that air hole, that light hole, and I'm going to allow light to penetrate down into there. And as these grow, you can see this one here. You can see how it's all mashed up in there. This one here. So I will take this inside one And just be very careful. Just down and up. Is that simple? And that is going to give me that gap I'm looking for, where that leaves aren't all mashed in there together. I can't have that here. I have to I have to let these plants breathe as much as possible, and I have to do it throughout the grow. Not all at once, but throughout the grow. So if you've been watching me, you can watch these plants. Every day I'm just plucking, every day. Every day is a little pluck and chuck, a little chop and drop every day, until I get them the way I want them to look. And the way I want them to look is just as many bud sites as I can get up to the top. By the time we go into flower, which is right now, that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to get down in here. You can see this leaf here. Down here does not need to be here. Boop, down and up. That was a big one. But that was not, we were bending that over anyway, so it wasn't getting any light, and it was taking nutrients and energy away from all the ones up here that we want to grow. See that one right there? That's where the big leaf was. We just took it off of that one, and now that will have the ability to grow up to this and keep on going. And we'll continue to take these big leaves. See? Come in here, you can see this one here has this leaf here I don't like. Now that will open up that air hole. I have this one fly in here. You are a menace to me. With my dog hair all over my shirt. Johnny must have slept on my shirt last night. I just looked down, looked at my shirt, and I was like covered in dog hair. And I'm like, oh, grabbed the wrong shirt, I believe. You can see that now we have, don't see too much blocking any sites. So if the leaf isn't covering anything up, really, I'm going to leave it. Like this here. This has got one down here, one up here. So we can take this one. Look at this guy. Eating my ass. Ugh. Salt gun may come out, buddy. The salt gun is going to come out for you if you don't get away from me. We will be on a hunt. You will put me on a mission, you little bastard. This is the Key Walker Kush. I must say, it's the biggest plant in here. And right now, probably got the stickiest. I wouldn't say it's got the most potent smell. That has to go to OK Calyx over there. But as far as stickiness when touching and like bending and plucking leaves, this is the stickiest. And that does not mean I've had sticky ass plants before with 0 terps. And I'm after terps. I want terpenes. I like the flavor. Pretty much all of it gets me where I want to be. I mean, you know, some of it's a lot stronger than others, but the flavor is what I'm after. I'm past the point of trying to get smashed all the time. I just want some flavor. I want to be able to move and do activities, and you know what I mean? Not lay on the couch all day. And some of this stuff will put you on the couch, and that's nighttime smoke. Getting close to time of taking these too, but we've just been taking the finger. Got one finger left on that leaf. I think we can go ahead and take that one too, because we got some thrip damage on there. If I do see thrip damage, come on, fly. If I do see thrip damage, I'll usually just take that finger, because usually it's isolated to one finger, and that we can get them out of there. I'm just taking this finger here. Now we're going to take that one too. There we go. So we just do a little chop and drop. Yeah, that thing is sticky. So these are the 4 we have to keep an eye on here. These could be males. Could have a male in one of these 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could have a male in here. Well, we'll see. We just keep an eye on them. We're going to see some white hairs, or are we going to see some balls? It's yet to be determined. I'm going to go ahead and take this inner leaf. See that leaf right there? Take that. And that's going to open that up. And see tomorrow, oh, that one's got some stickiness too. Maybe that's just a little add bonus. So all of these are just going to start to really take off now. We're going to start to see some stretch. So every day, as long as the nutrient is, it's like this one is ready to go too. Or should we take this one? Look at this inner one here, yeah. Just take that leaf. I'm not going to take the leaf, I mean the finger. Well, never mind. It's already halfway. Well, no, we'll just leave it. We'll just take this. There we go. That's gonna, this one here can go. Huh? This bottom one here can go. And that one, yeah, there we go. That looks better. This one here can go because it's blocking that. And you can see that we're going to have these up here. Just going to go ahead and take these, spread them out. That's going to allow that light to get down to that lower there. Do the same right here. And that is just to allow that light, a little bit more light, that's all it takes. You don't need much. You just got to get that light down there to them. See, like this here is blocking that there. So it's probably time to go ahead and take that, but we're just going to pluck it off, bend it over. I don't really like taking these big leaves when the branch down here is so small, because it's a really good chance that you might take the branch with it. Take this one off. That's going to open that up. Yeah, there we go. Open sesame. Just pull that thing down. Pull that little stub down. Oops, sorry. I'm watching, not watching the camera. So now that I've got that stub down, it's not, yeah, we'll just leave it like it is. I'm not gonna go pulling it off because it's that one's so small. So I'm just gonna pull it down and leave it until that branch gets a little bigger. Sorry about my camera work. These are the, this is the Bent Wizard. These are Bent Wizard Maybellines. These are George Genetics, collaborating with Jolly Pond Farm. And these are his Phrase Maybelline. And this is the Hulk Blood Keywalker Kush, Hulk Blood Genetics, Keywalker Kush. I'm excited about this one here. This one's could be good. This one down here. You see this big leaf down here? We can just cut that off. Chop it up. So we're just building layers now. So now that we've got the brown, we start back with the green, just like we were doing. So the last time we dropped green, green, green. We come back with IMO5 with the brown, lay the Timothy hay down. The Timothy hay is just rebar, basically. Rebar for end cover. So the rebar, what I mean by that is all the chop and drop are going to be filling in these little gaps here. So we're going to fill in these gaps and let the critters tear it up. And as these gaps fill, everything gets broken down and the cycle continues. The reason we chop and drop is, the reason we chop it up is just because the same reason why you chew your food. Same principle. It's going to dissolve, it's going to get eaten faster. It's going to be digested faster. It's going to take less energy for the critters to tear it up. Therefore, it will be done faster. So it's basically like I'm just helping my workers out and giving them what they need to do their job. It's what a good boss does. So I've always been in logistics pretty much my whole life. I like to think I'm pretty good at it. I've been doing it for 21 years now. I've owned my own delivery company, and I don't really do much anymore. I was through a whole lot of hard work, and I'm proud to say that. A little shrimpy there, but it really helps with management and the logistics of trying to do something like, or even growing anything really. I mean, you really need to be playing chess here, not checkers. This is a chess game. We need to be thinking, you know, multiple moves ahead, and even thinking about what our opponent is going to be doing and have a plan for that move. So whatever we see, hopefully I have a plan already in place to take care of whatever issues we might come across. For instance, having a spare pump, having spare lights, having a generator, having basically two of everything, having spare silt sitting around, having you know, all these things. If you don't have, then you have to go get. And when you have to go get these things, this takes time. Time is money. That's kind of how it works. So if you can plan ahead, if you have a good plan, follow that plan, stick to it as close as you can, but don't be afraid to adjust. That's always been my 2 cents. Never be afraid to adapt to the situation at hand. If we need to do something drastic, we do it, but we do it intelligently. Usually we have to do it slowly, you know, over time. which is something like this here. It's just going to take time to develop, just like if you were doing a God, that thing smells good. I just plucked this leaf off right over here. I'm going to leave one, take one. I'll take the other one tomorrow. Good Lord. This is the Grape Gushers times Peach Pistols by OK Calyx. And I mean, terpy ain't the freaking word for this thing here. Holy cow. It smells like funky, grapey, fruity already. That's just in the stem. God almighty. And sticky. That thing right there. That thing right there. It's going to be a good one. So you can see all these big leaves starting to grow. We're just going to take some of these inner ones here off that big leaf. Let's just bend them over and get that light down into these lowers here at the top. So I want that thing to grow. I want to go into the bed. I don't want these things to come out here, even though I know some of the branching will. But I want the main head to come this way. See? There's the Verde skunk. We got branching all the way out here, but here's the head. Here's another one of the Verde skunk. But then here's the OK Calyx coming in. We're going this way with that. So we're definitely going to be bending these to give them room. But this is why we have to take a lot of these leaves, because they'll be growing all up into one another and taking our light. And we don't want them to take our light. And I'm just opening it up for that down there. Don't want to do too much at once though. That's a bad thing. Each plant gets a little bit done every day, which takes a while. Man, that thing. Oh. Very nice. Very nice. I'm seeing shrimpies everywhere. Look at the baby shrimpies. Babies everywhere. I saw a bunch of them up here just a second ago, and now I don't see any. There they are. There's one. No, the light don't let me. So hard to see with this light. I gotta get it just right. There it goes. There's one right there, but you just can't see it. You see that red one there? You can see Mama. See if we can get a good shot of Mama. That light just don't allow it to do it. You can see the flow of the creek in the light though. Look at the flow. So that gives me an idea of how the water is flowing through there. It's pretty cool to see. But everything is, I think, dialed in, ready for the long stretch. So we've got, this is day 2, like I said, and we've got hopefully another 60 days or so. So about 2 months from now, we should have some beasts in here. It should be pretty crazy. But I hope everybody has a wonderful, what's today? Thursday. Yeah. Have a great Thursday, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.